Hey guys, so I'm bringing this up. Gypsy and I are on the road. We're going to be on the road for a while, and wanted to talk to just kind of everybody about RV life, camper life, nomad, those sort of things. I'm a part of that Facebook group, boondocking, and so I thought I'd put this out there because there's a lot of questions that people have. And it's the same questions that I had, same concerns, same excitement that I had going into this. And so I thought I would just talk a little bit about it, maybe answer some of the questions that you might have, those sort of things. First thing I'm going to tell you is I have not been doing this long. Second thing I'm going to tell you is it doesn't take that long to figure out the essentials to the point where you're going to enjoy it. You're probably worried about the same things that I did. How can I do it? What do I need? I have no idea where to begin. You feel like you've got to just be way more prepared because that's what we want in life. A lot of us don't like a lot of big surprises, especially when you're living full-time in a camper or an RV. So whether nomad life is for you or not, first thing you want to do is just kind of decide what kind of camping you want to do. Is it boondocking? Do you want to go from RV park to state parks? A little bit more leisure, a little bit less headache, those sort of things? Or do you want to go full-blown kind of a hardcore overlander, that sort of thing? I have a 25-foot travel trailer. I pull it with a half ton. Mine's a Cougar 25 RDS, which means rear dinette. Mine is not terribly heavy. This truck is rated for it, but I'll tell you, I think I'm overloaded. I think I'm pushing it. Let's just say that. There's something on my screen that looks like I got something on my face. So you really kind of want to, if you want to hold back on anything, or you want to take your time deciding on the most, is what kind of camping you want to do. Do you want to go up into the mountains? If you want to do things like that, you're going to want to not do what I did and go the half ton. You can. You just gotta have the rig, the right setup. So right there, that's the first question you want to answer. Do you want a truck camper? I think those are awesome. But then you have roof space issues. So some of your fixed solar, you might have to go with a little bit more portable solar. So there are portable solar generators, and I use them. Even though I have a regular 3,500 watt generator, inverter generator, and I also have 800 watts of fixed solar. Some of the basic things are self-explanatory. You need water, you need to be able to relieve yourself, you need food, you need to be able to way to cook that food or go get that food, those sort of things. So there's pluses and minuses to everything. I love the idea of having an overlander because I like the idea of being able to just pack up and go. You can do that in a van, schoolies, B's, C's, a bunch of stuff. The travel trailers, fifth wheels, or bumper pull, they kind of have the same deal. It's just more setup, and you have to rely more on your vehicle, your truck that you're pulling it with. You want to make sure that's adequate. That's what you really want. So, for instance, if you want a big toy hauler, first thing I'll tell you about is a toy hauler is try to. If it's a toy hauler, fifth wheel toy hauler, get yourself look at the triple axles, because those are rated for typically 5,000 pounds extra on the back end. And a lot of designs are having a problem with the double axle. versus the triple axle. You also are going to want to consider a 1 ton with dualies. That doesn't mean you have to. It's just overall better pulling and ride and reliability. And then you get into, do you want gas or diesel? When it comes to something that big, I tend to go with diesel. I like the engine lifespan on it, especially for the cost, those sort of things. So, all right, back to boondocking and what kind of camping you want to do. Like I said, my trailer is 25 foot. I got 800 watts of solar up there with, I've got 2 Victron 3000s, so I can easily get more up there if I have the space. I think I've got this. I went up there and I looked. I think I could easily put, I think it's another 700 or 800 watts up there, and then I'd be maxed out. So if you're going to do that with all that solar, then you got to think of batteries, right? First off, you're going to be going with lithium. I've only got 200 amp hours of battery. I bottleneck right there. That's why I use my solar generators. I can let the sun do its thing and just kind of plug my TV and my Starlink into the solar generator at night, and I do that when I'm down in the desert. And the reason I do that is because I wake up in the morning and I have to have enough power to get everything fired up, get my laptops going, because I typically work from the road. Those solar generators, I'm telling you, they are a lifesaver, big time lifesaver. I have gray cell right now, but I think they're all pretty comparable. If you're in like a smaller van, or if you're in a van, or an Overlander or something like that, something smaller, you might even get by with one of the eco flows that you could use for air conditioning. That's usually one of the battles with boondocking, is keeping it cool in the summer and keeping it warm in the winter. I guess that's an issue with no matter what rig you're in. Down in Arizona, down in southwest, the Quartzsite, Arizona, I turned on, I don't think I ever once turned the AC on when I was down there in the wintertime. And that was from about November to sometime in March, middle of March. I turned my heat on more often than I turned my air on. I turned my heat on quite often in the morning because it gets really cold at night down in the desert. And during that time, it doesn't get real hot, so I didn't turn my air conditioner on once. So you got those things to think about. Kind of lost my train of thought. Oh, okay. Yeah, so we were talking about the solar generators. So if you're not sure what to do, one thing that you cannot go wrong with is having a solar generator. You're going to use it. Like I said, I use the Gray Cell T1000s. I get about 270 amp hours, I want to say, out of each one of those. That's more than I've got on the tongue of my trailer for just one. I think I've got 200 amp hours on the tongue. And anyhow, what I typically do is I have 2 solar generator boxes, and I get the same brand so I can use the same solar panels. Here's what I'm going to tell you. Do not try to mix and match with solar. Just get what's compatible. They definitely you can run into big issues. I blew up a solar generator because I had 24 volt solar panels, and I plugged it into a 12 volt generator. Yeah, I was dumb, but I did it. Now you don't have to. So again, it goes back to the beginning of what kind of camping do you want to do? Do you want to be a boondocker? If you want boondocking, you're going to have to think of solar. You're going to have to think of batteries, and then you're going to have to think of the other common things. But if you wanted to go to state parks, you wanted to do parks, those sort of things, you don't necessarily need the solar. And if you have a generator, a good generator, and you only plan on boondocking once in a while, charge up your batteries or get that generator and use it for when you need to run your air conditioning. All right, I'll tell you what. This is what I need to do. This is what I do. This might help you. So if I'm going to turn my air conditioner on, I have to have my generator on, and it has to be, I think it's 3,000 watts running. So you're going to look at those two. You're going to look at peak and running watts. So if you're running like a single air conditioning unit, you're going to need 3,000 watts. If you're going to be running, like I say you got a couple units and you're in a big fifth wheel, if it doesn't, usually those are equipped with generators. If you want to run those, you're gonna need a much bigger generator. They're all over the place to buy. So you got to think about those things. That's a big thing, and you got to think about where you want to camp. What kind of camping do you want to do? I think it'd be really awesome to have like a truck camper. If you're solo, that's what I would do. I would do something like that, like Class C, something where it's a single unit, so that I can drive up into the mountains at a moment's notice. Because I do this a lot. Gypsy and I will get our camper all set up, and then we take day trips in the truck just to go see everything. I don't want to hook up with my trailer just to go sightseeing. And in a lot of places, that's what you're going to want to do. You're going to want to pack up and go. Like right now, if I could, I'd go up into the mountains. I'm not pulling but I'm not going to pull a 25, 30-foot trailer with a half-ton truck through the mountains. That's a little too sketchy for me. So I hope that helps. Solar generator, solar panel, so you got your fixed. You got your, when I say solar generator, and portable solar, that's what I'm talking about. They got Blue Eddies, they got Grays. There's just a ton of them, absolutely a ton of them. So you're going to want that. You're going to want to be able to keep your food dry, cold, those sort of things. You're going to need water to cook with, shower with, those things. But you can do all those things, and you don't need to be a pro just to get in there and go. You go down to Quartzsite in this winter, believe me, you're gonna run into a million people down there that know what they're doing. That'll help out. Literally, I think day one, Wayne and Rhonda started helping me out. Scott and Shauna as well, and others. I'm always having solar questions or electrical questions, those sort of things. But think about what you want, get what you want, or build what you want. You're almost better off if you can get something used and build it, because it's going to be hard to find something that fits all your needs right out of the chute. You're gonna want to improvise, change things up, that sort of thing. So save your money, take your time, and then once you do it, you'll be fine. Just come on down. Right now I'm in Minnesota. I won't be leaving for the Southwest until most likely the end of October. I still got to get these operations lined up on my neck, and that's coming together, but we'll see. I might end up having to put some of the stuff off until the spring, because I don't want to be pulling this trailer through the snow and the muck. And plus, I might go ahead and do the beet harvest this year. Who knows? We'll see. That might be a good time. Pays well. I don't know how long the contract is. I should look that up. But I hope you guys, go ahead. Feel free to add me. Message me on here. It's gypsy.trails24@gmail.com. And then if you want to come on down to Quartzsite, there's people that caravan out. Like I said, I'll be leaving around the end of October. That's where the plan is now. And if you're interested, let me know. You can, we can caravan. I do plan on breaking it up between Havasu, Quartzsite, and Imperial Dam. Those three are all on I-95, not too far off of 10, but Havasu being north, Quartzsite being middle, and then Yuma. So what I want to do is I might go to Havasu first, because I'll be getting down there. It'll still be a little bit on the warm side. I think that'll be a good time to be up there, first part of November, and then just go to Quartzsite. And then a buddy of mine, family friend, him and his wife, they've got a place down in Yuma. So Imperial Dam is only like about 15 minutes from there. That's another LTVA. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm planning to do. Kind of go boom, 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 and then probably boom, boom, boom on the way back up. Right in order: Havasu, Quartzsite, and then Imperial Dam, and then do the opposite on the way back through. But hope this helps. Like I said, don't be intimidated. Just think about what kind of camping you want to do. That's going to answer a lot. If you can figure out what kind of camping you want to do, then you're going to figure out the rig you need. And then boondocking part of it, it's not as complicated as people make it out to be. You just want to make sure you got some emergency options, like a telephone. Let people know where you're going. So that's the thing. Boondocking is typically, word comes from boondock, way out in the boonies. Usually there's not a whole lot of people. However, it's not that bad either. You go down to any of the BLM property down in Southwest Arizona, there's people everywhere. People that you can lean on. But I think that's about it. If I covered everything, I mean, the generators, you're going to want your hoses. When I say generator, not just gas, I'm talking solar generator. But maybe you don't need that. Maybe you just want to go to state parks, RV parks. If you do, you can just plug right in. You don't need to worry about all the angles. So even though your truck comes with an air conditioner, that doesn't mean your air conditioner will run without ample power. So take a look at that, figure out what you want, and I'm around if you have any questions. Have a fantastic day. Later, guys.